Type C and Samsung Israel ports at our department because we tend out losing out customers because we don't have the ports. That's all.
Motinta Hamalambo from the sales department who deals with accessories.
Hello everyone. So, as she said, my name is Mr. Hamalambo, who deals with accessories in Mazabuka. So from the time we opened our store, business has been very good. It boosts each and every month. But sometimes we have challenges where it's low, but at times it's very high.
From the, yeah? Be a bit audible.
Okay, so from the time we opened the store, the business has been good. We can't complain, we make sales. Even though sometimes it's challenging, but we do make sales. Then I'll just say out a few things on the challenges that we have, especially on the accessories. So on the accessories, the screen protectors, can say that we've been having damages. Like every time we try to put screen protectors, we find damages. So the only thing that I'm suggesting is this coming year we should put more effort. Like when you receive the protectors from the suppliers, at least we check them before we pack. Then another thing, chargers are also challenging, especially the 4.2 amps charger with all brands. It's moving at a slow rate, even though the price was reduced, and it has a high rate of most of the chargers that are retained in the store. Then I think we even have to put more orders on the Oraimo products as the customers are requesting for them. Otherwise, the business is good in Mazabuka. It's so sweet, just like our town. Thank you.
Wangala Skanano.
Okay, hello, I'm Wangala Skananu and I'm dealing with the promotions in the store. So I want to talk about some of the promotions, or rather suggesting on the promotions we can host in 2025, this coming year. So I thought of having Customer Appreciation Day. So this is the time where we just slash down prices to appreciate our customers. On this one, I was thinking we can reduce the prices on certain most sold phones and putting the reduced percentage on the less sold phones. Another one, having in-store competitions. We can host fun competitions where customers can win prizes. For example, we write some products on pieces of papers and the customer has to pick the paper. However, not all papers are going to have items on them, and whichever paper the customer picks wins the item on that. So this will help, it will motivate customers out there to come and buy more products in our shop. Another one, we can have photo opportunities. So this is another way of advertising our store, Mokan Mobile. So we create fun-themed photo spots for customers to share on social media. So a place where customers can come, have fun, take photos, then they post on their social media pages. That way it will be blown even in other people who don't know us. Then our raffle draws still continues in 2025. We can also have giveaways. So this encourages participation by offering attractive prizes to our customers. So the brand promoters from the headquarters can give us prizes as Mokan Mobile to give to our customers who buy any brand from our store. Then on the advertising part, radio advertising is very good, though the time is not really timed well. So I was suggesting we can find a way of having it in the evening, since that time there are so many listeners as they are waiting to listen to news. Even the afternoon is fine, but evening is more convenient and more broad since there will be more listeners. And when it comes to advertising, we should not only be centered on social media platforms. we can also have public announcements, PA. It is also important because we'll be going around announcing and many people will be getting what we have for them. They will know all the products we have because most people are just there in town hustling. They don't have enough time for their smartphones. And for a place like Mazabuka, the percentage of people who are so much into social media is minimal. So I was suggesting we consider public announcements. Thank you very much.
Mr. Hendricks, the Chief Technician for Mazabuka, to say one or two things.
Yes, good afternoon everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Hendrik Samtera is my name. From Mazabuka, the technician, and also the acting chief technician of Mwekan and the Kaukea. So I've got few things here just to highlight or some suggestions and some other things like on conduct of the staff in Mazabuka. I will also talk about Kaukea a little bit, although some of the things have been highlighted, and I'll also touch on few maintenance which we need to do as it will be in 2025. Okay, on the conduct of the staff, there are just few things which I just want to maybe to encourage or to, yeah, just to encourage our staff. And the other thing is, once we are encouraged, I think there are just few hiccups on which we need to improve. Although most of the things are going on very smoothly, but there are just few things like which I'm going to touch here. In terms of time, we are doing our best. But on time, I want to talk about as a staff, we need to give a lot of time to the company. Let me say, for example, if you have reported for a week, I'll give you, for example, we had our neighbor on top. They used to sell chairs and they like, but unfortunately, I heard that they shifted yesterday. They have gone somewhere. The staffs which were there, they were complaining that they are not allowed to go outside. Like our staffs, we have that freedom of loitering. So I want to encourage you that I think that that tendency, I think we should reduce it, and we should give more time to the company. Okay. And the other thing, still on time, I've talked of loitering. Some people, maybe you find them that they are going outside, maybe in a day, maybe 3 times a day going to ShopRite. I don't know what. Maybe if the person goes for the first time, maybe doesn't find the thing, again he has to go back. That's not the way it's supposed to be. And when you go outside, you take more than 30 minutes, even if you are going to have lunch outside. But at least you shouldn't take a lot of time. Some, they just go to buy something, but they'll take a lot of time. Someone will go, will come back, but the other people who went earlier on haven't come back. So I just want to encourage you that going on forward in 2025, we should pull our stock in. It's not good. It's like we are getting a lot of time for the company and we are putting it on ourselves. And the other thing, I don't know if you were just excited, maybe the shopping. I think when we get paid, we just have, we make a day, like one day, you do the shopping. Not in a week. You do shopping 3 times, you're leaving the company. 3 times they went to shopping. After a day went to shopping. That's not good. That's not good. So let's work on that. And then the other thing I will talk about, quite all right, I understand most of us were school leavers. So I think in this period we have worked, I think we have gained some experience and we need at least that level of maturity. We are in the society and we are not still great wolves. So we have to show that maturity when we are at work. And when you are discussing, like you are chatting in the shop, make sure you chat with someone you are with, not like your voice is on loud, everybody should listen to your stories. That is not good. And also I'll talk about playing music. I want to, maybe I'll hear from the others, because me, I knew that the music which we are given there is for advertising. Like we play for customers when they are passing in the roads. Wakamvira kukanyimbo kabwino abakapalira chilimba kanyimbo kabwino wapo pesa ati mulima phone. That music, me, I think is not for us. Faka loud music till most of the time I think someone can conquer with me that I normally come and funza ndana is a chilimba. Me, my office is just kunampo. I would either ask that person to reduce the volume, or I will go personal and reduce the volume. Because sometimes it doesn't look nice. So at least let's work on that. And the other thing I want to talk about is teamwork. You know, we have become like one family. So we should work as a team, not to my group. No, let's work as a team. They say united you stand, divided you fall. Okay. And I also talk about on maintenance. I think there are few things, although we have done a lot of things. We have done a lot of things in terms of maintenance. But there are few things which I can highlight here, which we need like to do again. Like for example, we need some lights outside there. With this time of load shedding, we have a little light outside. Because most of the time I'm in town, maybe in the evenings. When I look at our shop, it's a little bit dark. When you look at the other side, there is apps are there are a lot of lights. So we need some light, because that light it will help us, like those who are passing in the night, maybe that's their arrival, they went somewhere, they'll be able to see at all. Here there is a phone shop, there are some repairs taking place, and also it will help us in terms of security. Yeah. And also there are some areas like outside where we need like to do the paintings and to put more advertising outside there. We need to do one or two things at least to make the place look, to advertise itself, although we do some advertising on television, on radio station and here and there. And the other thing also I want to talk about is we have other toilets there. We have got the other toilet which we need to pay attention. But some time back I talked to the landlord. He said to talk to the director, then they will see how they can work on it. But I will still pursue him. I will make a call up so that we can work on it. We have two toilets, well functioning. And the other thing, we have a door which is giving us a challenge. But I've tried to talk to the landlord, the representative to the landlord a couple of times. But what he's telling me is that with this load shedding, it's very difficult to start working on that one, because they have to dismantle everything and the power should be there. When they dismantle, they start installing it again. But he already organized the spares, but the problem is the power. The last time I talked to him, he said he organized the genset. The genset they had is down. Yeah. And on the cow care part, there are a few things I was thinking I should share with the other team here in Livingstone. One thing I wanted to talk about is that cow care, we have got, it's a department where we deal with the challenges. So challenges in terms of repairs and other things. So I would like to ask the entire team that we must have a group on WhatsApp or a forum, something like that, whereby we can be sharing the challenges, like the problems of the phone. In case a phone is boiler, in a pressure, you don't know what to do. Right there you post Bukauke group, and all the guys, I'm sure we are normally online all the time, so that when you see the problem has come, first those who have solutions, you give a solution. Solomon, are you getting me? Yes, we need the group so that when we have challenges in terms of repairs, you post. Our consultant is here, he can be helping us in one or two things. We should be doing that. what I want is that in 2025, when we receive a work, I want our workshop to be the best. We want to be working on works like 97.5%. We should not return any work. Technicians, are we here? 100%. We should not return any work. I said the 97.5 because what normally happens, there are some like phones. I also wanted to touch on this part, but I will join it. There are some phones like under warrant phones. You know, under warrant phones, if they come to our department there, we always try our best to work on it. But if we can't, we fail to work on it, we should just understand that it should be a manufacturing error. A manufacturing error, we have few chances of fixing it. Is it not so, Mr. Muringa? The chances are very little for us to fix a manufacturing phone error. So that one, it needs to go to Lusaka. Are you getting me? That one has to go back to Lusaka to Kaukia. They just have to change whatever has to be changed. So please, you should bear with us. Our intentions and our goal is to make sure that you people at the sales, you don't have any pressure or challenge in terms of under warranty problem for us. Okay, and the other thing also at Kaukia there, as my female technician, she has said, we need to be ordering some screens in advance, those which are fast moving items. Okay, so would ask the management if we come with the order fast, but we make. We understand that we cannot make an order for something which has not been ordered for, but I think for these few months we have worked with my team and the other team here in Livingstone. They know the moving screens and those which are not moving. So my humble request to the management is that when we request hear us out and you give us what is needed so we can get one or two things. The other thing at Kaukia, at my office there, I think I need a chair because I don't have a chair. I need a personal chair whereby even if I go to the toilet, when I come back I find it's still vacant. I don't have a chair. There are some situations whereby ukankala ukanyamuka chair ukaenda ku toilet ukapo pesa ku chair. You have to start looking for a chair. So my request to the management is that I need a very comfortable chair there. And there are a lot of challenges there. I need to be comfortable while sorting them out. Yes. I think those are the few things I had. Those are my requests. And my prayer and my wish is that 2025 we should do our best as at the technical department. Like in Livingstone, you have high competition. Even in Mazabuka, we have high competition, but we are there, we are pushing. And in addition, there's one thing I almost forgot. I want to request the management. Kaukia at the reception in Mazabuka, there are still few things we are lacking. So my request is that we have some more experienced receptionists in Livingstone. Maybe a week or so you can give us one receptionist. I want this receptionist from here to guide more my staffs there on how to talk to customers, most especially to convince, that convincing spirit. Baba customer bwana phone opwanika azabwera pada afunze mtengo nifuna mtengo wa so ni problem, then wakamuza mtengo atoke nenapo acha kufunza achoka. I've seen it and I've learned it from Bene Agi, Bene Morini. These guys, they have that spirit whereby they can push the customer. Bazi but customer sanga choke kunyumba no bora che kufunza alipira na kabasa naenda mkufunza che price. They know that customer kanyamuka kunyumba for sure afuna phone ilungu. So they will try by all means to contact that customer, negotiate well, no letter phone technical code. So this is my request. I want the management to be providing or to provide someone for us to be coming to train these guys in terms of on the reception.
I'll give you a request. Huh?
Actually, we had already talked before even coming here. You told me that you needed one receptionist to go that side.
So you should do starting January. There should be that exchange. You can do a timetable so that everyone can share the receptions. They can work in Mazabuka maybe 2 weeks.
So everyone must go. It's more like an exchange.
Yeah, just take a timetable.
And I think the other thing she has already requested, we need the system there, a computer, as soon as possible. And also we need some trainings. You promised us, directors, you promised us the trainings for the software. We need that one as soon as possible because we have been losing a lot of money taking some phones somewhere else. So we would need the trainings, or some people they should go wherever in Osaka or somewhere to do the trainings for the software update.
David, there's one day software. Yes. And
Solomon.
Okay. No, wait.
I think I'm done. Thank you very much for your attention. Although some we have been very excellent appetite.
Thank you, Mr. Hendricks, for that prolonged speech that we learned a lot from. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up the presentations or challenges from Mazabuka store. So Mazabuka opened on the 28th of June 2024, and within the period of 6 months, Mazabuka has managed to make a sum total of 3,717,422 total sales approximately. These, pardon? I start? Okay. So Mazabuka store opened on the 28th of June 2024. So within the period of 6 months, Mazabuka has managed to make the sum total of 3,717,422 total sales approximately. These are not the actual figures due to some other records not being tracked, but this is an approximate amount, but we made more than this. So I'm going to start with the company uniform. I think those who know me really know that I love to look good in the uniform. Mweka Mobile uniform is very beautiful, and we have to make it beautiful with the way we dress it. I know you all know that we wear black or blue bottoms inside and with any uniform that we have, but it's just not the matter of us wearing the correct uniform. It's also the matter of how are you wearing the uniform. Not because you have a black bottom or blue bottom and it's a correct uniform. The question is, how are you wearing the uniform and how are you looking in the uniform? You know, Mweka Mobile is a business sector, and business is all about customers, and customers have to be attracted. What attracts customers? First is the original products that you offer, as well as physical appearance. Physical appearance is a vital aspect that we cannot shun away from. In as much as you want to say other things, but physical appearance is very, very imperative. So the way you look as well at work matters. You always have to be professional in your uniform. You always have to look presentable and very smart. I think the Mazabuka people know how I make them tuck in all the time. And if we are not wearing appropriate shoes, I'll tell you to go and buy shoes. Just there and then, because you have to look beautiful in the uniform. It's very important, because if customers walk in the store and they find you looking something else, they won't then give you that respect that you're supposed to have. Apart from physical appearance, as well as how you maintain the shop. So the shop, I have one challenge with Mazabuka. Yes, they clean, but they do not love to dust. So I think 2025 should be a time where the shops should look it should sparkle. Just like the way you're looking in your uniform, the shop should as well sparkle. So the other thing, I've talked about the uniform, the store. and also the management to have proper communication. I would also want the Mazabuka and Livingstone management to have proper communication. So I think I was also thinking of creating a group of management for Livingstone and Mazabuka, where we can discuss several issues that affect Livingstone and Mazabuka, and I think it's not convenient, or maybe it's not really appropriate where we have to, if you have something to announce, you have to call Anita as a director, you have to call Anita, you tell her, you call me, you tell me, or you call another leader, you tell. I think it's best you create a group that if you have a management announcement or something that affects both Mazabuka and Livingstone, you post in that group so that even the information will be in that group. You can refer to it in the future or any other aspect. So that is proper communication, and also communicating on the product that Mazabuka has and that Livingstone does not have. In the cases where we have a lot of stock that is not moving and Livingstone doesn't have the stock, and we have to order the stock. Meanwhile, we have the stock that is just there without being bought or moving. So I feel also be communicating before you make orders of products. You ask Mazabuka if it has those products, or before Mazabuka makes orders, we ask Livingstone so that we do not waste money on products when other products are just there without being bought. Because market is different. What Livingstone wants is different from what Mazabuka wants. So the demands are different. The other thing is, I was also requesting for the director to introduce workers' contracts in the company, where workers have to sign contracts for their employment to accept the terms and conditions of the company. I think contracts in a big company like this are very, very hard to do. So I'm also going to on understanding the orders and selling prices by all staffs. To work, I feel if staffs or the worker mobile workers understand the order prices and the selling prices, they are going to handle products in a very attentive way and reduce losses. Because in cases whereby, I'll make an example of, let's say in a day you sell 30,000, you're going to be like, oh, we've sold a lot of money, we've made a lot of money. But come to think of it, in that 30,000, how much profit has the company made? Maybe it's a 5,000 from the 30,000. So if you can think you've sold a lot of money, meanwhile the profit in that money is minimal. So if you understand to say the products that you order are costly, you're going to handle products and damages of screen protectors and anyhow will reduce, as well as this will discourage theft if you understand how much a product is cost to order and the profit that you get. Because if you feel that you've sold a lot of money at 30,000, you're going to feel it's okay for you to remove a 10 kwacha because that's a lot of money. Not forgetting when you remove that 10 kwacha or that 100 kwacha, that is what the company is relying on. So understanding the order prices and selling prices by all staffs should emphasize so that people know the profit that is being gotten from the money that you make. Unity. I would also urge for us to work in unity. We should not work in competition individually, but should work in unity. The only competition that I feel is appropriate for the staffs is competition to make better sales. So staffs or workers should compete to make better sales in their section than the other person, not competing on individual levels. So the only competition that should be there is competing to make better sales. Because if you compete with the next person to make better sales in your section, meaning the company will benefit. So 2025, I do not want to see personal competitions, but I want to see competition within what you sell. You want to sell better than the other section. Like Techno, you want to sell better than Infinix, so that as you are competing, there's that growth in the company. You're not competing on a personal level. You want to, I bet you understand I say competing on a personal level. Yeah. So the other thing is stock ordering. So on the stock ordering in time, I think also I'll say on time management. I think I'm going to blame our director. When it comes to time management, he's not so good. And we pray that 2025 our director should improve on time management. Well, I'm going to give an example of today's meeting. Today's meeting. Yeah, so time management, I think the director should work on that, as well as time in ordering the stock. Mostly Mazabuka, I think for me, the Mazabuka customers that we have are people who are willing to wait, and they can even pay for an item that is going to come next week. Because like how we order pouches, people pay the week before the pouches come. So sometimes we'll be waiting for products to come, especially smartphones. So I feel time on ordering the products and time management in certain things, our director to work on that or improve in 2025. As well as we, as Mweka Mobile Mazabuka, we want to be independent where we can also order our own stock, especially smartphones. We want to try out, we want to work independently and see how we can. We also want to weigh or measure ourselves, how far we can go without relying on Livingston. I think we're giving more burden or more pressure to Shop 3 or Livingston store where we have to rely on them for everything. So I feel we also have to stand independently in 2025 and see how we can push. I think if we're independent, to make sure that we push so that we do things for ourselves rather than depending or relying on Livingston. Marketing. The Mazabuka residents are radio people. They love to listen to the radio. I think every time we go to the radio station, we receive even about 10 calls. I think Livingston and Mazabuka, when it comes to radio, Mazabuka is better. Livingston, those times we go to the radio, come back to the radio, we do not even receive any caller. But Mazabuka, once we go to the radio, we go places, we go to the radio, that day we're going to receive phone calls from different customers. No, the radio, you are saying Mwamba, so I think the radio we should push more every time and make sales and go from radio. Others communicate, no, I'm in Moli, I'm in Trauma, I heard from radio, how can I get one? And once they call, it's in rare cases where we receive a caller who said that from the radio and did not come to buy. They'll come and remind you, I'm the person who called, I heard you from the radio. So I think we should push more on radio. Looking at Mazabuka, everybody, I think everybody listens to the radio. Once you make an announcement on radio, meaning everybody, it's like everyone is going to get you in Mazabuka. The other thing is Black Friday. I think for 2025 we should plan properly on Black Friday, the day or even a week before the actual day. I was looking at this Black Friday that we had. We lost a lot of clients where we order stock and stock just finishes within a blink of an eye, and we have customers coming in wanting phones and phones are not there. It's not every customer that's going to be willing to wait or pay and leave the money. Others will just walk away. So I feel for 2025 Black Friday should be well planned with management, or so that we can have enough stock or spare stock for Black Friday, specifically looking at the quantities that we sold this year. We can maybe make such arrangements so that we do not look like we are not a planned company. The other thing is eager and interest to learn from the staffs. The challenge I have with my people in Mazabuka is they only want to learn when a customer is standing beside or next to them. That's the only time they want to learn. That's when they'll ask you, what does this do? How does this work? You should be eager to learn, have interest, ask questions before a customer comes. Not you be living with the products, you're no longer new, you guys are now trained and you know the business. You only want to learn when a customer comes and asks. That's when you start asking, how much, how? No, learn before a customer comes. I think if you learn in front of a customer, it makes a customer lose interest in you and lose belief of like, she doesn't know what she's selling, she's not sure, so they'll not have confidence in you as a salesperson. The other thing is we need to have a proper channel of communication, especially CalCare, how issues are handled. I think the CalCare receptionist is, as Mr. Hendricks alluded, say, I don't know if it's not well trained, they don't really know how to handle issues or the proper channel of handling issues. So I think they need to be trained on that, so that we have the proper channel of handling issues in CalCare. And we also wish to open another outlet in Mazabuka 2025. I think we should have a store. Even that store can help us market to say there's Mweka Mobile. Even just something where we can start with accessories. And we have been having requests from customers. They call us on our phone, say, we've heard you from the radio station, but while we stay, it's very far, but it's within Mazabuka. Why can't you bring something closer to us? So I think we're also requesting for that. And taking advantage of events. We have areas like Kalea, Nakambala market, people are saying we should put there because other people, villagers come from other places and they land from Nakambala. Nakambala is like a very busy place, and if we have a place there, other people don't even reach town because they do their business by Nakambala. So we can have Kalea, Nakambala, and a certain place, I've forgotten the name, but I'm sure the staffs know the name. Taking advantage of events and occasions happening for the company to gain recognitions and more promotions. This one, the last but not the least, we were for 2025. I think Mweka Mobile has to own a company car.
For the manager?
Even for the manager, it's okay. Just a company car, like from Weekend Mobile.
You're very right.
You need a company car.
Guys, sometimes we receive the orders at night. So normally spend a lot of transport.
Bus or the car?
I'm not really precise with the type of car, but just a company car.
Not a van.
A van, even a van.
Even
You
a
can start
I
with
think
a
it's
car.
left for everybody to decide. Just a suggestion.
Wait, bicycle.
Can you be using it?
Okay, so that was all.
You said the other area is what?
Nakambala, Kalea. Sylvia, you're the one who's working on that, researching on places. Nakambala, Kalea, and what? Shimungalo. The where we receive, where customers call and say they want. We also want an aircon in Mazabuka. We need some soft life. Okay, so that is all I had for you. Thank you for your time. I know it was a long presentation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's my baby, Ellen Nali.
Thank you, Makani.
Next. But Livingston is where? Very good.
You're ready? What it is? What do you first?
It's shit.
Okay. Yeah, so this angle is okay.
Shut up.
No, just say. I want the riverside. Okay, so just look at this one. I want to turn a bit. You just turn it like this. And I want to show the people. Just do this. Again, you come back. Okay.
Okay.
Let me even feature you before anything. Okay. Okay. So you can be
I
here.
can also take that.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's. Yes. The sunshine. Okay, then you can go there when after 5 minutes you take it. Then you can.
So, for Livingston stores, we have got few reports. We have got management. So I'll call upon one of the people from management
And then we also have maintenance. We also have stock inventory. We also have marketing. So from management, I'll call up. Okay. So I'll start with stores. I'll start with stores. They'll come and represent something for us. So the leader from stores, both Calcare and Mwekan. Stop. Stop. Button. Nebo, Calcare. S24 hika. Singapita hapa, singapita.